Hello friends, I am Sunil Ranjan and I am an English teacher. Now, in this session, I have come up with another word, and that word is very common, and the word is background. Background, Background. So, background, and this is the pronunciation also, background, and it means things that are behind. Very easy, I think. So, we have the sentences here, and in all, there are 26 sentences. So, if you will notice different sentence structures, and these will help you express yourself better in your spoken English as well as your written English. So, you can express very well. But then you have to know the different sentence structures, and that gives you confidence also at the same time. When you have knowledge, naturally confidence follows. So, the first sentence is, she comes from a wealthy family background. Means she comes from a rich family. Means she belongs to a rich family. So she comes from a wealthy family background. The next sentence is, if you listen carefully to this piece of music, if you listen carefully to this piece of music, you can hear a flute in the background. Means someone is playing the flute in the background, so the music goes on, but there is the sound of flute also coming from the background. So if you listen carefully to this piece of music, you can hear a flute in the background. Now the third sentence is, what kind of background does she have in education? So this is asking someone, what kind of background does she have in education? This means, what is the qualification that she has acquired over the years? So that is asking about educational qualification. So, and everything is done in the background. So we say this sentence, what kind of background does she have in education? Now, another sentence, she could not hear what he was saying. She could not hear what he was saying. There was too much background noise. Means so much noise was coming from behind, from the background, that it was not heard. So she could not hear what he was saying. Means the person was saying something, but because of the noise, she could not hear what he had spoken. Now, the next sentence is, he is working as an IAS officer. He is working as an IAS officer, but his background is in engineering. So IAS officer, Indian Administrative Service, but the background means the education that he has got is of engineering, and there is perhaps not much of engineering in administrative jobs. So anyway, the sentence is, he is working as an IAS officer, because IAS is open to people from all subjects. So this is given here, he is working as an IAS officer, but his background is in engineering. Now, another sentence, the color of some animals changes with the color of their background. Means as the background changes, the color of the animal also changes. So this is very strange about some animals that is spoken here. Now, the next sentence is, the background music in the movie was really effective. I repeat, the background music in the movie was really effective in creating a mood of romance. Means the music was so nice that one felt romantic. So, the appreciation is mentioned here through this sentence. The background music in the movie was really effective in creating a mood of romance. So, it created a romantic mood. So, the music was so soft, or maybe so beautiful. Now the eighth sentence is, they asked him if he had a background in marketing. So this is related to business. So maybe the interview is going on. So they asked him if he had a background in marketing. Means if he had any experience in marketing. Now the next sentence is, Physical appearance is determined. Physical appearance is determined in large part by one's genetic background. Means the genetic background means depending on your ancestry, your father, your grandfather. So something comes genetically to you. So and that makes your appearance. So physical appearance is determined in large part, means largely, means mainly by one's genetic background. The next sentence is, the police check the criminal's family background. I think this is very easy for you. So the police check the criminal's family background. So some investigation is going on, and so the sentence is, the police check the criminal's family background. Another sentence is, can you give me some background on the situation? Means some situation is there and the question is, can you give me some background on the situation? Means how it all happened, what led to the happening of some event. So the question is, can you give me some background on the situation? The next sentence is, the school has students from many different cultural backgrounds. I repeat, the school has students from many different cultural backgrounds. Many top schools have students from very different backgrounds. So, not only top schools, but many schools are from different cultural backgrounds. So, they come from different families. So, the sentence is, the school has students from many different cultural backgrounds. Now the 13th sentence is, students are expected to do some background reading before the course starts. I repeat, very nice sentence. Students are expected to do some background reading before the course starts. Means before the course begins, they need to study something before so that they come prepared for the class. So students are expected to do, means it is supposed that the students would do some reading before attending the class as the course is going to begin. Now the next sentence is, the book provides background information on the history of the region. There is a book, so it gives you some background information, some earlier information on the history of the region. Now 15th sentence, he photographed the models. He photographed the models against different backgrounds. Means on the stage or maybe anywhere, background could be any place. So the different backgrounds were there and the models were photographed. So the sentence is, he photographed models against different backgrounds. And you will also see in the calendars or in the magazines that there are different backgrounds and people are posing in front of that. So he photographed the models against different backgrounds. Now the next sentence is, we have applicants from many different types of background. We have applicants, means those who have submitted their application. So it is about them. We have applicants from many different types of background. So different backgrounds, applicants are there. So this is mentioned here through this sentence. Now another sentence is, she has a sound background in economics and statistics. She has a sound background. Sound background means strong background. So she has a sound background in economics and statistics. So means her background is very strong about economics and statistics. Now the next sentence is, he got the job. He got the job because of his good professional background. Good professional background means he had good experience in some profession. So he had that ability. So that benefited. So he got the job because of his good professional background. The next sentence is, the candidate must demonstrate. The candidate must demonstrate an ability to communicate effectively. Means the candidate is supposed to demonstrate, because if he has the communication skills, he will be demonstrating it very well when he speaks. So the candidate must demonstrate. So this is a compulsion here. The candidate must demonstrate an ability to communicate effectively. Fine. Now the 20th sentence comes here, and I hope you are watching and listening to what I am speaking. Now the 20th sentence is, he seems to have some kind of secret in his background. He seems to have some kind of secret in his background which he doesn't want to talk about. Means somebody is hiding something, so the sentence is that the fellow is hiding something. So he seems to have some kind of secret. Maybe everybody has his own or her own secrets, and everything is not spoken to other people. So the sentence is he seems to have some, means it seems that he has some secret in his background that he wants not to divulge, not to tell others about it. So he seems to have some kind of secret in his background which he doesn't want to talk about. Now the next sentence is, they need some background information. They need some background information on the company before they decide to work with them. I repeat, they need some background information on the company, means something about the company, how the company functions. So before deciding to work with them, the knowledge of the company is required here, how the company functions. So they need some background information on the company before they decide to work with them. Now 22nd sentence, in the photo of the Notre Dame Cathedral, that is a famous cathedral in the world, and in the photo of the Notre Dame Cathedral, you could just see the Eiffel Tower in the background. Eiffel Tower, this means the place is Paris, and Paris happens to be the capital of France. So in the photo of the Notre Dame Cathedral, and you could just see the Eiffel Tower in the background. So in the background means behind that there is Eiffel Tower. So the sentence goes like this. Now next sentence, people from lower income backgrounds. People from lower income backgrounds usually don't go for higher education. Of course, education requires a lot of money, and especially in Europe and America, education is very, very costly. So people from lower income backgrounds usually don't go for higher education. Now just think, if they cannot afford, then how can they get their children admitted further for higher education? So the sentence, people from lower income backgrounds usually don't go for higher education. Now the next sentence, that is sentence number 24. And the sentence is, does your financial background allow you to contest the election? Does your financial background allow you to contest the election? Now, contesting an election is a tough job and it requires a lot of money. So, normally you will see that the people who have a lot of money, they get into politics and they try to come up, and because they have loads of money in their safe. So, the sentence is, does your financial background allow you to contest the election? Means, do you have enough money to contest the election? And the 25th sentence is, can you give us a little background on the situation? Can you give us a little background on the situation? Means, can you tell us something about something that happened that led to the situation? Means some information about something that happened earlier. And the last sentence, my dear friends, is the first two chapters in the book. The first two chapters in the book provide background information. The first two chapters. So before you move ahead, you get some earlier information, and that is called background information. So the sentence is, the first two chapters in the book provide the background information. So this is for this session, and if you have subscribed to my channel, well, it's nice. If you haven't, if you subscribe, we'll be able to meet again and again. So thank you very much for watching and listening.